Hey guys, it is Lupe from Team Empire here, and today we're going to be going over the three Dark States cards that were revealed in today's stream. One of them being the Cycle card that we're going to be getting for each of the nations, and then two Greedon support cards. And all three cards are very exciting, very interesting skills. Um, I'm excited to see what else Divines will have for newer decks and previous decks after seeing these three cards. So to start off with, we're going to be taking a look at the generic triple rare, which is the cycle for Dark States. Its name is Steam Gunner Discal. I don't know if I said that right, but it's a grade 2, and it has two skills. The first of which will be generic for all 6 of them. They will all share this first skill. And the skill is auto when this card is put from hand to guardian circle or discarded from your hand during the ride phase, cost CB1 or Energy Blast 3 and draw a card. Right there, that skill is very cool because it is the only card. These will be the first cards, I say, not the only card. This will be the first cards in the game to where you have an alternate cost you can pay in terms of resources. So you can CB1 or Energy Blast 3, and you gain 3 energy at the start of your turn. So you're paying nothing essentially for it. The skill is free because every turn you will have 3 energy. So since you're gaining 3 energy at the start of each of your turn, that is really great. The card's free. And like I said, this will be generic between all 6 of them. And this is a better version of like the cycle cards we got. I don't remember the set, but it's like Habitable Zone, QT Angel, to where they can be on hand. They can be pitched to draw a card, or you can put them on Guardian Circle to draw a card, which is great putting them on Guardian Circle because you're netting another card to guard with Shield. So that's great right there. And then they all will have a second skill that is specific to the nation that they are in. So we'll take a look at her second skill. Its skill is auto. When this unit is placed on Rearguard Circle, if you Persona Road this turn, cost CB1 or Energy Blast 3. So again, you get to choose what you want to pay for this skill. And you may Soul Charge 1 until end of turn. This unit gets boost and power plus 5k. So by herself on Persona Ride, she'll be a 15k, either booster or attacker if you don't have her, depending on where you have her. But if you have her in the front row, she's a 25k beater without any extra, let's say, trigger power or like marker power, which is very strong. And then being a 15k booster is nothing to laugh at. That can help push games because you're having the extra 5k, which makes it harder for your opponent to guard because it can lead to magic numbers. So I really like this card skill. I like that, it showed us that we're going to have a new type of card to where you can choose to pay the cost for its skill with one resource or a different resource, not combined. You don't have to do both of them. You get to choose which resource you want to spend, which is really, really fascinating to me, and I'm excited to see what they'll do. And like I said, the first skill is generic for all of them. They will all have that skill, but the second skill will be unique for each nation. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do because we have 5 nations left and they all do different things. So pretty excited to see what they'll do. And now we're going to take a look at the Greedon cards. We have 2 Greedon cards today, and I think they are both great. However, I don't know if the first one we're going to look at will see too much play to the second card. To start off with, we have a grade 1 double rare. His name is Desire Devil Gaujo, and he's a little armadillo man, and he has 2 skills. When this unit is put to Soul from Rearguard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Greedon in its card name, Energy Blast 3 and return this card to your hand. So again, you gain 3 energy every turn, and you can just bounce him back to your hand. So nothing was lost that turn. So you just get the card right back to hand, you have 5k shield. And then his second skill is Continuous Guardian Circle. If you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard with Greedon in its card name, if you have 4 more cards in your damage zone, this unit gets shield plus 5k, which I really like how they brought this back, because one thing the older Greedon cards had, which I guess you can say didn't really matter, but to me I really liked it because it helped fit like aesthetically, is they had a condition like that, to where if you're at 4 or more cards, then the full part of the skill activated. So this guy late game, or even early game, because Greedon players just eat damage, you can eat him, Energy Blast 3, bounce him back to hand, and you have a 10k shield for your opponent's turn, which is pretty strong because nothing was wasted. You can say 3 energy was wasted, but you gained 3 energy at the start of each of your turns, so you just used a free resource that you get for just playing the game. Again, I really like this card, but I don't know if he'll see that much play because of the other Greedon cards we're going to take a look at now. He is a grade 2 triple rare, and his name is Desire Devil Arakri. He has 2 skills, the first of which being when this unit is placed on rearguard circle during your main phase, called Energy Blast 3. Choose a unit card from your soul with Desire Devil and its different card name from this unit and call it to rearguard circle. That first skill is absolutely amazing. Using 3 energy, which, I mean, I don't mean to keep saying it over and over, but you do gain 4 free at the start of each of your turns. To call a card out, this card will instantly replace Demon Treater in every Greedon list. Because instead of Soul Blasting 2, calling one out from Soul, now you just have to Energy Blast 3 and call one out from Soul. And there are some games where having the extra Soul in Greedon does matter, especially if you're playing older Greedon, because this guy actually can work really well in older Greedon. So you won't be losing cards to... You won't be using cards to lessen you being at the condition to get the 15k. You'll have the extra power, which is really strong. And I really like that this guy can just call any Desire Devil from Soul. So you can grab your Incanes, you can grab Gomons. Babetsu, if you're running original Greedon, who can help you get the high roll to have 3 Vanguard swings that turn. So I really like this guy's first skill. Cheaper Demon Treater goes crazy in Greedon Mass. And then its second skill is auto front row rearguard circle once per turn. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Greedon and its card name attacks, until end of that turn, this unit gets power plus 5k. And if there are 4 or more cards in your damage zone, this unit gets power plus 5k. So again, another card that basically has like a limit break skill, to where if Greedon's at 4 damage, he activates the full effect of his skill, to where he'll gain a total of 10k power. Which is really strong, because without Persona Ride, this guy is just a 20k, and that's without having him on any markers. So he's a 20k beater, so he'll hit over defensive if you go to 4 damage right away, which most Greedon players do. And if you're playing Greedon Mask, he'll be a 25k, which will easily hit over defensive. So I really like this guy's skill. I like both of them, but the first one is really, really great. Being able to have a cheaper Demon Treater in the deck goes crazy. And I really like this guy's art too. He's a Kangaroo, and both him and the Armadillo skills are very fitting for the type of Desire Devil they are, because Kangaroos just beat the shit out of people, and that's what this guy's doing by gaining the extra 10k power. And the Armadillo will hide into a shell to increase defensive capability, which is what he does, because you'll eat him, he'll bounce back to hand, and then he'll gain extra 5k shield. So very, very aesthetically fitting for the art and skill, which I always like when cards do that. And like I said, the Kangaroo can actually work really, really well in both versions of Greedon, whether it's Mask or regular Greedon. Because I know there are still regular Greedon fans that like the ability of hitting the high roll of 3 Vanguard swings, and I think this guy helps meet that pretty easily. It's still, you do have to have a Babetsu in Soul, so you have to see him that game, but once you've eaten him, you can just call this guy out, and then he'll Energy Blast 3, and you get to call Babetsu out right back again. So very strong combo right there for regular Greedon. But that's it for today, guys. Those are the 3 cards. I really like the cycle card that we saw. It's very exciting that each nation will be getting one of these cards. And then next Thursday, we are seeing triple rare cycles for the nation, which is very, very interesting. How each nation got a generic triple and a generic double. I'm excited to see what they will all do. I wonder if the doubles will have a very similar skill to the triple rares, where you can choose to pay like CB or Energy Blast. Maybe it'll be Energy Blast or Soul Blast. We'll see. But that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I will catch y'all in the next one.